What are Druids? Well, it's not what you think. It's not from D&D being these magical wizards in the forest who have affinity for helping nature and, of course, talking to animals. That's not what Druids were. Druids were basically Celtic priests and doctors, teachers, poets. They were a lot of things. They would always be usually with tribes, and they would sacrifice people for the gods. Now to really understand the Celtic um, religion, it's kind of easy. They basically believe in reincarnation. So when they kill somebody, they believe they will just come back once again. The Aztecs also did the exact same thing, where they would sacrifice for maybe like crops or something, and they were hoping that, since their belief was is that after you die to the afterworlds, another seed would be planted for you into the next life, or at least that's what I know of the knowledge from the Aztecs. But back to the Celtic Druids, they would build these things called wickers, or wicker towers. I keep forgetting how to say their names, but it was basically this giant, like, haystack, and what they would do is they would put bodies in it, and this was usually used for war. If, like, your soldier was sick or they were about to go to war, they would use it and burn all of the uh, all of the people inside that wickerman or whatever. And during this time, um, they would think it would help them maybe from attacks from the Romans. Now, a lot of our sources, or at least our evidence of the Druids, is from Julius Caesar, from what we know of, and him describing them as like the teachers and so on. But for what we do know of Druids is that they were kind of like scientists, where they would study things like astronomy. They would see the stars and they would understand like where to go and how to move around. They would understand medicines, and so they could heal and help other people. They also would organize themselves very well. If you were white, you were known to be a priest, meaning you were more based around telling about the Celtic lore of the world and so on. But if you were something like, I don't know, wearing red, then you probably did a lot of human sacrifices. Wore blue, you were probably part of medicine. Um, but particularly, that is what's so interesting about these druids and these people, is what happened to them, and why did they disappear? Well, it's more due to probably because of Christianity and becoming, and since the Christians were such a big thing, they didn't really outright kill them, like, oh, wha-bam, wha-bam, I smite you with my religion. It was more that they took the Druids of practices to actual heart. There's actually still surviving things from Druidism in our world today. If you're a poet, you're actually taking something from Druids. If you study medicine, you're also taking something from the Druids. It goes back and forth and so on. So, Druidism, or whatever the word, I think it's Druidism, but it basically continued on living in the New World to this day. I'm going to end the video right here. You got the basic idea from what Druids are, and I encourage you to explore more about the Druids. And even if you know more facts than I know, please share it into the comments so everybody can learn about our history, our human history, from where we come from, and all the different people and the different groups. And hopefully, if you do subscribe and like, there will be more coming to this channel soon.